Hi, I'm Surbhi, and you're listening to another episode of The Overthink Tank. If you're new here, this is a podcast where I overthink so you don't have to. Yeah, it's pretty convenient actually. So if you have anything that's been bugging you for a while, but you're just like, do I have time to overthink it? No, you don't. Send them to us. You can write to us at TheOverthinkTank@gmail.com, which is the name of the podcast at gmail.com, and we shall gladly take over and overthink it for you. Enjoy this episode.
You are entering the Overthink Tank.
Hey.
So I don't know how to start these things, so it's
That's
all
true.
up to you.
It's up to me because I am the host. Thank you so much, Raghav, for being here.
I am really happy to be here because this seems like a lot of fun. First of all, I'm loving the vibe.
Do you want to know what we're overthinking today?
What are we overthinking today?
Great question. Today we're overthinking pop music. And why do people love to hate pop music?
I think it's because they're just ashamed of liking something that
God.
everybody
And when I came
likes.
up with this topic, I was like, there is no one else I would talk about this than you.
Thank you.
You know so much about pop music. I have so many questions, and we need to get into this right now.
First of all, like my journey with pop music started when I was much younger. Like I had a Walkman, so I would be forced to buy cassettes.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the typical thing of buying. My first cassette was Madonna's Ray of Light that I bought myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had the Michael Jacksons and stuff like that my parents had, like the Bombay soundtrack and things like that. But there was something about Ray of Light, like a pop album. Because the thing is, hooks, like pop music is all about great hooks.
Yeah.
It's all about making the best fucking possible earworm
Yeah.
that gets stuck in your
That's
head.
true. Also because, but I read somewhere that it's easier to get pop music stuck in your head because they play it so much. They play at the mall, they play it on the radio.
It's
play
also
it
a
everywhere.
formula of the way the music is written, right? And like, so I pride myself in having a healthy music diet. I don't say that I will not listen to XYZ genre, except for maybe commercial EDM. Like even then, I have an EDM album in my top 50.
Ooh.
Right, like I'm one of those people who sat down and thought, like, let me make my top 50, and it's hard when you want to like put it together.
Yeah.
So I have a healthy diet of what music I listen to. I like to listen to all of it.
All of it.
All of it. Like whatever comes my way, if I like it, I will listen to it. And through these things, I've realized that pop has been a consistent
Yeah.
part of my life. I had a metal phase, I had an EDM phase, I'm currently going through a hip hop phase, but that pop music has always been around.
Yeah. Which is a good thing.
It is a good thing.
What do you have friends who are like music snobs who feel like
I'm a music snob.
Okay.
I am, even though I like my snobbery.
But like, are you the kind of person who says enjoying less popular music makes you smarter? Because a lot of parties I go to, suddenly, if I'm the one who's playing Taylor Swift, they're like, oh, of course, pop. Not Pink Floyd, not the Beatles. Like, can I just live?
Man, even though Taylor Swift broke my heart with the whole Kanye West award speech thing, right? Because I was really hoping that these two would get along, because they're Kanye is my favorite artist. 1989 is one of my favorite albums of all time. And look, is Taylor Swift a good singer? No. Is she a great musician? No. Is she the best live performer? No. But did she put it together and make one of the best pop albums of all time? Hell the fuck yes. 1989 is such a good album. It's like one of the things that people don't do today, and this is why I'm grateful that parents never bought me a Discman or never could afford to buy me a Discman because I was stuck on a Walkman for a long time, is that you eventually have to listen to side B. You can't exhaust the batteries rewinding your songs all the time. Right. You eventually have to get into side B, and that gives you depth of what the artist can do. And that song, Wildest Dreams.
Oh, I love that song.
Which is basically about a one-night stand.
And it starts off, oh my God, the video is amazing. The video and the plot is amazing.
I've not seen the video.
Please watch the video. I think the video is more overwhelming.
Okay.
It's just like an experience to watch that song.
Really? I will check out the video.
I think Game of Thrones title track, Wildest Dreams, Taylor Swift.
Really?
It has the same emotion. Like, I'm
Okay.
just like, whoa, I can't believe so much is happening. And the animals and the giraffes. And none of this is CGI. It's like proper animals in Africa.
Yeah, but like she managed to, like with her lyrics, right? Everybody like, stereotypes Taylor Swift as like, oh my god, she just writes about breakups. Like, shut the fuck up, get into
It's
it.
important to write about breakups.
It's very important
It's
to
so
write about
important.
breakups. It's very
There's
important.
never enough songs about breakups.
Yeah, like the thing is, and even just generally, like, even like my pre-show song, I have 2 pre-show songs,
Yeah.
okay? One is Black Skinhead by Kanye West, because it's all about that you motherfuckers ain't doing shit. Like there's that line in it, come on, homie, what happened? You bitches ain't breathing, you gasping. You bitches ain't ready for action. Like, it's like he's saying that, look at what I can do and you can't keep up with this.
Oh.
Right? That's one pre-show song that I have. Right? And the other one is Shake It Off.
Oh my god, I love Shake It
Because
Off.
it just puts me in such a
That's true.
happy space.
Yeah, that's true. I think before Shake It Off, so Shake It Off is from a newer album still.
Yes.
I think the older album of Taylor Swift, she had a song called Mean. Have you heard that song?
I actually haven't heard Guitar Taylor.
Okay, Guitar Taylor was also really cool.
I've
Taylor.
heard some songs like Fearless and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Have you heard White Horse?
No.
Oh my god, please get back to some of these songs.
I
Mean is also, I
can't-
feel like Mean is the older version of Shake It Off, where she said, all you ever can be is mean while I'm going to do so many good things. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, she's.
It was about being bullied in school.
Do you realize like Taylor is bullied even today? And
Yeah.
okay, like a little bit of it is deserved because you didn't have to give that acceptance speech. You could have just been like chill.
What?
Okay,
This shows that you liked Kanye West more than Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, way more because
Okay.
Kanye is honest despite
very
all
different.
his madness.
I think I want Team Taylor. I'm sorry.
Team Kanye, but like that's why it broke my heart so much because like here's what happened right in that Kanye Taylor timeline for me because it's like I watched this like a boy who would watch wrestling like Taylor's The Rock and Kanye's Stone Cold Steve Austin for me, right? So when Kanye did that little stunt in the MTV Music Awards of like stopping her except dick move.
Yeah.
Complete dick move. But the thing that people do not say enough is that Kanye was right. Beyonce's video, we are talking about all the single ladies ka music video.
But
Like, is that really comparable to whatever the fuck Taylor's put out?
I don't know. Maybe not. But like when somebody's
Sure.
Yeah, I think no. That nullifies all arguments against Taylor
Like
Swift.
Kanye was right.
Oh,
Even though he was a
even
dick.
if he was right,
He was a dick about it.
it doesn't make any
He was
sense.
totally a dick about it. It's not redeemable what he did. But he was right. All the single ladies
You've got to
again.
cut some points from Kanye's. I'm
No,
sorry.
like, dude,
You
all the
can't,
single
like, let him
ladies.
go.
That video.
I agree.
It makes me want to learn dancing. That's how good that video is. And
It
it's
is a good
just
video.
3 girls dancing.
That's true.
And it's so tastefully done. I think there are a total of 3 or 4 cuts in that video. Right? It's a phenomenal music video. Right? Can you imagine? And like nothing. Taylor Swift had a run of the mills music video, which won. Like it was just another music video. Whereas all the single ladies just had this pizzazz and power about it that I still watch that video and be like,
That
yeah,
is
I want to
correct.
learn how to dance.
Yeah, I have a couple of arguments that people have for not liking pop music.
Sure.
Let's go through them
Let's
one by one.
dispel them one by one.
One of the things that people say a lot is that when they find like a song, everyone says, I used to like this song before it became famous, and then they act like snobs about it. Like, oh, you guys just found the song. Well, I found this 2 years ago, and I loved it back then.
All right. So to that, well, pat yourself on the back and shut the fuck up. All right. Wow. You heard it before anybody else. What a visionary you are. And also, like, I do that sometimes. I actually do that a lot. I try very hard to be different sometimes. Like, I can't help myself. Like,
Yeah, but like it's okay to be different. But will you put down other people who don't like the same music as you do?
I used to. That's a big
same.
part.
I used to too, but now I feel like that's because I had a whole insecurity about liking Taylor Swift and liking Miley Cyrus better. So I would put down people who don't like the kind of music I like. But now I'm just like, this is me and that's who you are.
One of the things of growing up is accepting art to be art.
Yeah.
Like, people try to put a science behind why they like and dislike things. Right. And that's the fucking thing about art. And one of the things people need to realize and accept is that sometimes you don't even have a choice in what you like. You will hear a song and you'll be like, that's a great fucking song. And then you look it up and it turns out to be Rihanna. And then you try to convince yourself that, oh shit, this is pop. I shouldn't like it. You know, but like how with whiskeys you do blind tastings.
I get that, yeah.
You should do blind listenings.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Like, just
Nobody tells you who the song is by.
Not knowing who the song is by.
Also, I feel like Sia. I remember Sia was not as mainstream back in the day. But Sunny Chips became mainstream. And then the haters have just like... I feel like when music becomes popular, like when a song becomes popular and becomes mainstream, people start hating the artist.
It's a sign of success today.
Yeah.
Like that you have haters.
Man.
It's kind of a sign of success today. That's the shitty little world that we live in. But if you have haters, you're crushing it.
Man.
Like, it's really sad. Like, Kanye West is the best example of that. It's a very simple way to solve that. One is you have to get over yourself. Really. And the thing is, like, this is something I remember one YouTuber, CGP Grey, putting it down in one of his Q&A videos. It's like, what's something about, I don't remember the question that prompted this answer, but his answer was that you should do your level best to separate your opinions from your identity.
Yeah.
Like, to separate your sense of self and who you are on the basis of what you and what you don't like. I love Kanye West. I am not Kanye West. So what tends to happen to me, and still tends to happen sometimes, but like back in the day when I used to love Metallica, if somebody said like Metallica sucks, I felt like they're saying I suck.
Yeah.
Right, because my opinion of Metallica is so intertwined with who the fuck I am. And you got to break this. And music is the first place to start. What music you like is not who you are. You are a much bigger, complicated universe than that. And this is why people shit on people when they realize that they don't. Like, it's the first sign of a pleb for me. That,
of a pleb?
Of a pleb. Like, of a complete pleb. Like, is when they judge people on the basis of like, oh my god, that person listens to Justin Bieber. Like, just...
Yeah, I enjoy it. This is my life.
I don't really like Justin Bieber.
You know what's happening? I feel like hating on pop music is a thing, and then telling the person who hates it, like, basically I feel like my life is hating on people who hate pop music.
Yeah, because your opinion and identity have gotten intertwined now.
Yeah.
That you're like, I really love pop music, so I am pop music.
Yeah, and then they're like, we hate pop music, so they're indie. Oh my god, this is my new life.
Like, you want to support the indie arts, good on you, you're doing a great thing.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that just because somebody made it, they're shit now. Like... Come on.
And one of these days, indie artists are going to pick up and they're going to become popular and mainstream. Are you going to shit on them now?
Of course, that's the whole game.
Oh my god, I hate this.
You got to do that,
Who wins in this game?
Like, Grimes was great when she was working with Dion on albums and things like that. As soon as he started dating Elon Musk, everybody started shitting on her. Like, just well, thank God they've broken up.
In a lot of YouTube videos, when you look at, say, like Nicki Minaj or like Cardi B or a Taylor Swift, there are a lot of comments that say this is all auto-tuned and this is all just like computer generated. What do you have to say about that?
What do you have to say about that? Very simple. When metal was crushing it, all purists were like, what is this distortion? Right. Like, it's just the times, bitch. Deal with it.
Yeah.
All right. And is anybody else singing better on Autotune? I don't think so. Like this thing, this puritanism of music, there's no place for it, man.
That's true.
Because the thing is, like, music is whatever the fuck you want it to be. I'll give you an example, like, of so we have our schools of music, and you've been taught that these are chords and these are pleasant sounds, and these are the wrong chords and these are unpleasant sounds. But when, like, Native Americans were made to hear some wrong notes, like wrong in the technical sense, they thought it was fine because they use those notes in their music. So it's all about where you are from and where you are and like whatever the fuck you want to do with music.
That's true.
And music shouldn't be set in a certain way. And the biggest perpetrators of this bullshit, I'm sorry, are dad rockers. You know dad rockers?
No, please explain
like
dad
Pink
rockers
Floyd
to me.
is the best.
Oh my
Aerosmith
God.
was the greatest era. Like just
the Smiths, the fucking Queens. I'm like, you know what? I can actually, in a world, I can like Queens and like I can actually sit down and listen to Pink Floyd. But with so many like dad rockers around me, I'm like, I need to hate it.
Yes, I need to hate it just to shut you guys up. Like I love dad rock. I had a big dad rock phase. All right, and I still like it when it plays in a pub.
Yeah.
But if you're like, this is the only kind of music out there, just fuck you, man.
Yeah, I feel like they dismiss other music so easily, which makes you want to hate their music also. Dude,
I just feel sorry for them,
this
honestly.
Could be
They're
the
missing
World
out.
War where this could
They're
be the Third
missing
World
out.
War.
They dad rockers
are missing
out.
Definitely.
Because the thing is, like, if you're so close-minded that you won't try another genre of music, then you are missing out.
That reminds me of the whole Autotune thing.
Yeah.
I was reading up on this, and apparently, so now there's a singer called Hatsune. I think I'm mispronouncing it, but it's spelled as HATSUNE Miku, Hatsune Miku. She has a concert of her own, and she is not even real. She's a hologram.
Yeah.
She is literally all computer generated. It's called Vocaloid, where she has a concert of 25,000 people every year. And
it is what it is.
It's amazing.
This is what the times are.
I love it. I heard one song of her which is called "The World Is Mine," and it's so motivating. It's like I can listen to it every time I wake up. But another problem with like a lot of people who like to hate pop music is that I somehow feel like it's a little sexist also.
It totally is.
It is, right?
It totally is.
I've been to parties where like, people are playing their music, and sometimes I'm like, let me play some music, and they are fine until I play Taylor Swift. Then suddenly like, oh, not Selena Gomez, not Taylor Swift. I'm like, listen, it's a good song. It's totally the vibe. Just because I tend to feel like just because this artist is a strong female and like she's liberated and she's confident, suddenly everyone in the room's like, not her.
I don't know if it's that as much as it's like that it's girl music, quote unquote girl music.
Yeah, girl music, yeah.
I did not know like that music sheets had dicks and vaginas.
Yeah.
Like I did not know this.
Wow.
Right? Like when did this come up? कि ये लड़कियों का music है, ये लड़कों का music है. First of all, to all you bitches who like Beatles and hate pop, Beatles are the world's first boy band.
That's true.
All right, in every fucking sense of the word. Annoying simple hooks, check. 4 good-looking boys, check. Throngs of female fans, checks. Loving the attention of throngs of female fans, check. They are a boy band. Deal with it. All right, accept it and eat it.
Oh my God, that's so true.
If it wasn't for the Beatles, there wouldn't be Boyzone, there wouldn't be Backstreet Boys, there wouldn't be NSYNC.
One Direction.
Or One Direction. None of these people would exist if it wasn't for the Beatles.
Yeah,
they are the first.
It was the
boy
first
band.
pop culture, pop music.
Yeah, in the era of like Sinatra, and that's when around when Beatles were, right? When it was all about being a man. These guys were all about being a boy, right? Like when music was all about being a man, like being a gentleman and and then these guys come and go like, oh, I tell you something. I think you'll understand. And today, when you listen to Fleetwood Mac, they are like up there in the dad rock section of how music needs to be done. But for their time, they went pop.
Yeah.
They
went pop.
They went pop.
Wow.
And that's when.
Going pop is, again, as you said before, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
I have another question. So you must have seen this happening. It's a tweet format also now. Like, I feel like women are particularly like basically like every time you have like you show any allegiance to your any band by wearing a t-shirt or by just like having any accessory on you, you get questioned a lot. Oh, you like that band? Tell me 3 of their favorite albums. Oh, you like that band? Tell me their blood group.
The answer to that is fuck you.
I know.
Because love is unconditional, you stupid bitch.
I could just like one song and I would want to buy a t-shirt. Can I just be left alone?
Dude, love is unconditional.
It is.
It's like anybody who has to prove that. Like I used to do this as a kid. Like people would quiz me on Metallica, and I knew like their first 5 albums and every song in order, right? Just to shut these motherfuckers up.
Yeah.
But like over time, I realized like, look, man. I don't even know song names because I listen to. This is where I'm a music snob. Where I'm like, do you listen to albums? No, get the fuck out. Like, you gotta do albums.
Okay, you can't do one song?
I can't. Like, I'll get into a song. You can go through my phone. There's not a playlist in there.
Because sometimes I find music through the TV I'm watching. Like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, that's a good song.
I think
so it's not about like really like getting deep into.
My thing is, I want to hear what the artist wanted me to hear. That's my thing.
Okay.
Like because I'm like that about my work. Like I want to release 20-minute videos. I don't want to cut them up into 777. Right? Like that's how I want the art. That's how I want it to be consumed. The album is how the artist wants you to hear it. And there's a need for that. There's a like, for example, like great albums the whole thing will have a mood.
Yeah.
Which will stay with you. And that's 1989. That like, are the singles by themselves good? Yes.
Yeah.
But the album?
Oh.
Like, holy shit, it's tight. There is not a single song on it
Yeah.
I dislike. That's fucking hard to do. Right. That's why it's one of my favorite albums. There is not a single song on it I dislike. Like I had a Carly Rae Jepsen phase. I like Emotion Side B. All right, but like when that song comes, I'm just going to the store. I tune out at that song, right? And like it kills. Like, but like Cry is a nice song by her and things like that.
Yeah.
But putting together an album.
You're right. I mean, I feel like I've been holding myself back because sometimes I get into one song or two and then that's it. I feel like, because also I tend to like listen to familiar songs. I like don't like to like discover, like most days I'm like, I'll go back to an older song. But like I recently heard that album by this guy. What's his name? The guy who, Khalid? What's his name? Who's
DJ Khalid?
No, not DJ Khalid. The song who wrote the artist who wrote the song Location. Young Broken.
Not heard this.
Young.
Not heard this. But go on. You heard the album recently.
I have to find who those artists is. Sorry.
That's fine.
Young Broke. Young Dumb and Broke.
Huh?
Have you heard the song Young Dumb and Broke?
No, I have not.
Okay, wait.
Young Dumb and Broke. It's a great title.
It's by Khalid. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You heard his album recently?
I heard his album. So basically, I would like to go back to 1 or 2 songs that I am a fan of and I would skip the whole album. But now when I downloaded the whole album of this artist called Khalid, he has an album called American Teen, and all the songs just fit. If you don't, it just doesn't feel like I'm listening to you're right about
this is how you were supposed to hear it.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing is, we don't have music discipline anymore. Like, we're stuck on playlists and like, give me that fucking rush right now. I don't want to work it.
Man, that's true. I am that person. I want like a playlist made.
Like, I have very few playlists and they're for other people. Like, I have my chill vibe playlist or whatever.
Where can we find your playlist?
I haven't made any. I should get a Spotify account because you all need to be blessed with my music curation. Like I genuinely believe that.
So when you get down or when you say you go take a shower, do you listen to a full album or do you listen to like just one song?
It's playing in the back. It will play. Like most of the times, I listen to albums when I play online poker or a Civilization game because like that gets like a game of Civilization.
Yeah.
Because that gets me to listen to the album. Like for the thing is, I also let the album do its work. It's like, here, fucking catch my attention. Like I
That's
will
true.
do something
Yeah.
that doesn't take too much, that doesn't take my listening attention, right? So now you get me in.
Now you get me in. But you do have your favorites, of course. Like
In terms of albums?
in terms
Yeah,
of
I've got them written
In
down,
terms
right.
of songs from albums.
Yes, I do. But like you could, I don't know the names of songs from say Life of Pablo, which is one of my favorite albums. Right? I know Feedback. I know a couple of songs, but I don't know what they're called.
So how many songs on an album do you have to like for it to be a good album?
For it to be a great album, I must not dislike any songs.
Okay.
Like, for it to be a good album, I must not dislike any songs. For it to be a great album, I must like every song.
So you can play all of them in like one sitting.
Yes.
Okay.
And 1989 cuts it for me that way. Yeezus by Kanye West cuts it for me that way. College Dropout cuts it for me that way. The Money Store by Death Grips.
Who's that by?
Oh my god. Death Grips. Death
okay.
Grips is like, it's the opposite of pop. It is like, I don't even know. Like, let's just, can you look them up so that you know what genre they, like what they say that they are. And in the meantime, I'm going to show them.
Death Grips.
Right. The Death Grips, this like.
It's an experimental hip hop band from Sacramento, California.
That's all they say?
They are a punk rock, electronic, noise and industrial styles?
Yes.
What is it supposed to mean?
Noise and industrial styles. Would you like to try and play a track? I'm sure you can, like, I'm sure you can even play a little bit into the podcast. They won't care, like, about rights and shit. They're too retarded for that sort of stuff. There's a song you can try playing The Cage, like, and it's really loud. So if you damage ears easily, I would reduce the volume of your headphones. It's okay. I'll just play some here because the phone speakers are not going to do justice to it. Like, just saying it right now, like, it's noisy as fuck. This is how the song starts. This is. Like, yes, it's
Wow.
It's-
How did you get into this?
my cousin introduced me to the band, and I was like, dude, I can't get into this. I'm not getting into this. And he's like, if you're not getting into Death Grips, it's probably because you're not playing it loud enough.
Oh my god.
Like, and it is the pinnacle of rage and fight. Whenever I'm angry, I listen to this and it calms me right the fuck down.
Really?
Yeah, because it gets all of it out. I have those mental fights in my head that, like, I win those fights in my head.
Oh, wow.
Right? Like it's just, and like I said, I listen to everything. So
Yeah, if we will have any recommendations for you, would you be interested to check them out?
it depends who it's coming from.
Listen.
I'm snobby that way. Like, I need, like I give people like a 5-song this thing or a 5. I give them 5 songs. If I didn't like any of those 5 songs, never going to listen to anything that you recommend.
Oh my god.
I am a snob. Like,
that's kind of snobby.
that is very snobby.
Yeah.
But like, because the thing is, like, the thing about being a critic of anything, right? There's this
No, but you're right about how, I mean, sometimes I'm at parties and I get really like, I feel like my mood goes down if they're playing unfamiliar music or if they're playing music I dislike.
Yeah, sure, of course.
This is not my scene.
Like, one of the things I want to do is I want to DJ a party, just because I want to crush it as a DJ so that I can, like, it would be fun. Like, I would play, if I was a DJ, I would play all the songs that are nostalgic to people who went to my 20s.
Oh my god, that'd be the best party ever.
Yeah, because
I love
like,
that. And my teens, not just 20s. I'm sorry, please go
Like, have you
deeper.
heard the song Superstar by Jamelia?
Yeah.
That I would.
Have you heard the song?
I would play that song.
Have you heard the song by Paris Hilton?
Which one was it?
It's called
Stars or something.
Yeah, Stars. Even though
I've
the
heard
stars
it.
are, oh my god,
I heard
that
it.
song.
I didn't get into it, but I remember liking it.
I only want this party. When is this? When are you doing this?
Dude, I really want to do this party now, but first I have to learn how to DJ. But like,
it's I think
I've
really
actually
great.
asked a DJ, can you teach me? And he's like, yes. Now I just have to
wanted
find the time.
people to come for karaoke where we only sing Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift. Like, it's just that. So nobody's like, oh, why are you doing this?
Yeah, fuck the people who bring like
Yeah.
musically good songs to
I'm like, please shut
a
up.
karaoke. Dude, karaoke is for
It's for just fun. It's
It's
for you
for
to let
fun.
go and like not think about the chords.
like I'll say one thing. If you are at a party and you hear I can't sing, so forgive me. Like, if you're at a party and you hear the hook of "Tell Me Why Ain't" and you don't feel like finishing it, you're dead inside.
You're definitely dead
You're
inside.
definitely dead inside.
And Wonderwall.
Yeah.
People shit on it. I personally shit on it
I
too.
only shit on it because I just heard it so much.
That's
and
true.
the thing is, like, what dad rockers don't realize is that Wonderwall is a pop hit. It's not yours anymore. So you would hear it at every fucking like what you call it, Western Music Society audition, that and Hotel California.
How do you know what Western Music Society audition?
Because
I was the president of the Western Music Society Association in college.
You were?
Yeah.
So you know that every audition, somebody played Hotel California,
Or
somebody played Wonderwall.
That's true.
Every Western Music Society audition.
I love that. I love that phase of my life, and I was just surrounded by all these.
Yeah, it's great. But like,
And the Cup song.
Like-
Remember the Cup song? It was so relevant by Anna Kendrick in that movie, Pitch Perfect.
no.
They play the cups. They play the music through cups.
Um,
You should learn to play that. Thank you, Raghav. To wrap up, do you want to say something to all the music haters out there? Not music haters, but all the pop music haters.
To all the pop music haters, you're denying yourself.
Man.
You really are
Really
denying
are.
yourself. Just let go of your ego a
Yes.
little bit.
Just come down from your pedestal. One song that I love that you should totally check out, Raghav, is a song by Selena Gomez.
Okay.
It's
I've
called-
been meaning to get into Selena Gomez.
It's okay. This song is the best. I listened to it before my pre-show, and
Uh-huh.
it's called I listened to it. This is my pre-show song, and it's called "Who Says."
Okay.
And it's just
I'm
"Who
gonna get
Says You Can't Be Perfect," and it's such a beautiful
I'm
song.
going to get into Selena Gomez. I really am.
It's never too late to get into pop music. So if you deny yourself, please get into some right now.
Just-
Raghav is going to make some fun playlists soon, and
Yes, on Spotify, I will make some
Yeah.
fun playlist soon.
where can we reach out to you on the internet?
Hopefully nowhere. But if you really have to, Instagram is nice.
Okay, Instagram at
Raghav Mandava. Like, I have a very unique name. You'll find all my social media at Raghav Mandava. YouTube, Facebook.
That's great.
Whatever. Right. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, please, because I post very nice pictures of nice things.
and he makes some good omelets.
Yes, I do. Like, I do make some really killer omelets.
Yeah, please follow Raghav wherever he is on social media. And you can reach out to me at Surbhi.Bagga on Instagram. And you can check out the Overthink Pod's Instagram, where our intern, Ria, makes some really cool illustrations for each episode. We are at the Overthink Pod on Instagram. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode. Bye.
Bye. And I want to say bye one more time. So, bye.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Overthink Tank. If you have any questions that you would like me to overthink for you, please send them right in. We are at TheOverthinkTank at gmail.com. It's the name of the podcast at gmail.com. Yes, and if you like what you hear, please subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting app. You could also review us and just review us. Do it. Do it right now. Yes. I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.